Armenia's bilateral trade with the European Union topped $2.3 billion last year, making the bloc one of Armenia's biggest and most important economic partners. The signing of a comprehensive and enhanced partnership agreement in 2017 marked a milestone in relations, with both sides agreeing to cooperation in a wide range of fields, including economic relations. The deal formally came into force in 2021. SIPA, as the agreement is called, envisages a gradual liberalization of bilateral trade between Armenia and the EU and commits the Armenian government to adopt laws that more closely approximate EU legislation, with a focus on mirroring European standards and regulations. By making it easier for Armenian companies to export to the EU, while also making Armenia a more attractive investment destination for European companies, the deal is anticipated to be a major driver of new job creation in Armenia. Experts CivilNet spoke with agreed that Armenia's burgeoning export sector will be a key driver of future growth for the country, stressing the need to focus on ramping up exports to the EU in particular. For Karen Martirosyan, founding member of the Export Armenia Association, Armenia's small internal market leaves it few other choices than to pursue export-oriented growth.
Similar countries like Armenia, small countries, has a limited domestic market. So it's like an oxygen for the economy to have export, which allows countries to have foreign exchange earnings and to diversify the economy to increase and improve competitiveness of the economy.
Karen Azaryan, a trade officer at the EU delegation to Armenia, argues that the European market as a developed export destination is an ideal target for Armenian companies.
European developed economies, they have a huge potential to grow Armenian export up to $1 billion worth. So, I mean, to increase by additionally $1 billion. So, I mean, there is a huge potential.
Karen Gevorgyan, former national project manager for Armenia at the International Trade Center, also sees big opportunities in the EU for Armenian exporters.
Although the figures are quite low, but there is quite big potential to grow there. There are some sectors, for example, food processing, agriculture. There is quite big room for further development and further exporting to EU.
Gevorgyan and his team worked to implement and promote the Eastern Partnership Trade Help Desk, an EU-funded platform that provides export information and support to small and medium-sized businesses in Armenia. Gevorgyan told CivilNet he believes the platform will play a key role in filling in Armenian firms' knowledge gaps about the EU economy.
On the other hand, we see that also a big challenge is the lack of information and the uncertainty that our producers have about European market. Particularly, this is the problem to solve.
Another EU initiative called EU for Business is already turning Armenian small businesses into exporters. One such success story is Our Phyto Farm, a family-owned business producing teas in the village of Nerkin Sakhkavan in Armenia's northeastern Tavush region. With the EU support, the company developed a business plan, implemented a food safety system, and further developed its production and packaging capacities. The EU also helped the business showcase its products at major international exhibitions. CivilNet spoke with Armina Asiryan, Our Phyto Farm's deputy director, about the EU's impact.
Before starting to export, the most important thing is market research. By participating in many international exhibitions, we had the opportunity to study world demand for teas, from packaging to taste combinations. We're just starting to do our first trials.
Another Armenian export success story is Thermorex, an industry leader in bimetallic thermostat production based in Yerevan. The company exports to over 50 countries around the world, but the majority of its supply goes to Europe. Serge Tumanyan, the company's chief marketing manager, sat down with CivilNet to talk about Thermorex's success.
We currently supply to most of Europe, to all of Western Europe, like from United Kingdom all the way to Portugal, Germany, Sweden, Finland, so on. And of course, we do have clients in Eastern European countries as well. Our biggest market share in Europe is, of course, Germany and Italy. Those are the two main export countries for us.
Building off its global success, Thermorex now employs hundreds of people in Armenia and acts as a major brand ambassador for Armenian companies overseas.
Currently, we have about 250 employees, full-time employees. The company also has automated production lines, and for us to expand, it's not an issue. As you can see, we have plenty of space in this building. We have a few floors that we can still expand to and on which we are planning to do. We export 100% of our products. We are proud that we are manufacturing in Armenia and supplying to the world.